glad to have you back. Head of the AU observation mission has described as rational INEC's decision to postpone by 1 week Nigeria's general election. Helmer Desalegn says though the notice was short, it is a better option to have in staggered elections.
Nigeria's general election is one of the most anticipated elections in the global community, considering the important role Nigeria plays on the African continent. 2019 also marks the 20 years of unbroken democracy in Nigeria and a 6th democratic election. International observers started arriving in Nigeria in numbers weeks before the election to monitor the process of the election. The Independent National Electoral Commission accredited 28 foreign observer groups, including diplomatic missions and other agencies. Journalists from all over the world are also present in the country to observe this all-important general election. While the shift in the date of the election is obviously a setback in the plans of these observer missions and foreign journalists, some believe explanations given for this by the electoral umpire, INEC, is within reason. African Union head of mission and former Ethiopian Prime Minister Helmer Desalegn spoke on the importance of Nigeria's election to the AU and why it is important to get it right.
We are here to observe whether this election is conducted as per, the agreement we have reached amongst all the member states, as Nigeria is party to it. Nigeria, as part of the APRM, African peer review mechanisms, it also helps us, one of the inputs that if this election goes in a free, fair and democratic manner, then the report also is compiled to the African peer review mechanism that helps Nigeria to progress in democratizing the country.
Even with the postponement of elections in Nigeria, the European Union and other observation missions have confirmed that they will remain in the country until the new date. All the same, he acknowledges that the postponement of the polls will impact negatively on the cost of their mission.
And we have to redeploy our observers because now we have longer time, so we have to look into different parts of Nigeria with our 54 observation team members. I think we will conduct as if we are doing a long-term observation, so that also increases cost. And some of our observers are also very busy and they have to sacrifice their own, jobs at home.
The importance of this election has been reiterated by all election observation missions in Nigeria. They call for calm from all Nigerians and support for the electoral process. Moyo Thomas, TVC News, Abuja.